Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And it's time for our AEW All Out, All In Fallout predictions. So we're going to do those today.
We are.
I mean, let's be completely honest, man. Like, I think that there are a couple different ways some of these matches can go. I don't think there's a lot of foregone conclusions necessarily on this card. They could throw us some surprises. But it's not. It doesn't seem like the most consequential card in AEW history.
It doesn't. So it's like I'm trying to read into some of these matches which way they'll go to maybe just advance story. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the
that could
extent
be
of
the
it,
case.
because some of these, it's otherwise, it's kind of hard to tell. Some of them don't exactly seem weighty enough to be pay-per-view matches, but I guess especially now with potentially no Punk on the card, no Danielson obviously because he's hurt, no Hangman for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. For whatever reason, there's no Hangman Page.
Only one of your top baby
there
faces
just doesn't
in your
seem
company.
to be a lot that's like of consequence on this card. There's no Jericho. They're not doing that. So
yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll try to find some meaning in some of these matches that seem to just kind of be thrown together. Of course, here going in Raw for our predictions, we employ confidence points. For example, 9 matches so far on the All Out card. There'll probably be 5 more added before the show actually starts. Match you're most confident in, you give 9 points. Match you're least confident in, you give 1. So on and so forth till each match has the unique confidence point value. You get that pick right, you get those points. We add up those points at the end of this weekend because it's our week of champions. And whoever has the most points wins Big Blue.
Yep. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and kick things off with I don't know, what's the first match?
Here I got scrawled on this piece of paper I found on my desk. MJF and Adam Cole, Bebe, better than you, Bebe, defending the Ring of Honor tag titles against winner of Rampage Battle Royal. Yeah,
you guys won't know that until Friday unless you look at and see the.
Or you.
Well, let's just say this. This tag team that won, we're not going to spoil it, but they're not really known for being winners.
A winning tag team on a regular basis, no.
Right.
And
so Larson,
it's not necessarily a team that advances the story of MJF and Adam Cole either.
Right. Exactly. So, Where did you land on this?
Oh, MJF and Adam Cole, 7 confidence points. They're not losing to this particular team that won the Rampage Battle Royal. They probably aren't losing these Ring of Honor tag titles until they come face to face with the Kingdom, maybe. Like if this was the Kingdom versus MJF and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
They weren't even in the lineup for this Battle Royal, I don't believe. The Kingdom, not that I recall.
I don't know.
So, if they're across the ring from Taven and Bennett, then maybe at that point they'll lose. But I don't see them losing at All Out. No, I got 7 confidence points on MJF and Cole retaining.
I've got 9 confidence points on MJF and Adam Cole retaining. That's right. All the confidence points. I don't even know if that team even features on Ring of Honor programming. I know Adam Cole and MJF don't, but that's an outlier. So, no, 9, all the confidence points. Get out of here with that. What's next?
By the time I get my final ones in. Next, another tag match. There's an awful lot of tag matches on this card. Eddie Kingston, Katsuyori Shibata, taking on the Blackpool Combat Club team of Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. Steve, who do you got?
Oh, this one I am less confident on. I only have 3 confidence points. I feel like Eddie Kingston and his crew won that last match. He also won the Wheeler Yuta match. So I'm going to go with Blackpool Combat Club on this. I only have 3 confidence points, but I feel like, I'm cool with Eddie and Claudio doing like a forever feud. I want to see them do title for title, New Japan versus Ring of Honor. Don't know if we'll get that, but Claudio and Wheeler Yuta, they're going to get the win here.
Yeah, I got the same results, same confidence points. Claudio and Wheeler. Maybe at some point in this match, Claudio will do something to Eddie that's kind of mean, like super nasty. And that'll really kick things up a notch. And that's when Eddie's like, all right, I'm going to take that Ring of Honor title from you. And maybe that's the story advancement we get here. I don't know.
Got you, my sweetheart. I'm going to gut you. My sweetheart.
Next up, for the Ring of Honor television title, you got Samoa Joe, the one true king of television, defending against Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor's great. Huge fan of Shane Taylor here. However, I don't see him reclaiming the Ring of Honor TV title. I got Samoa Joe. I got a lot of confidence points on this one. I got Samoa Joe with 8. I feel like Samoa Joe's going to have that TV title for a while.
I believe so, too. It'd be great to see Shane Taylor get some like AEW cable television love.
Yes.
Maybe this is a good starting point for that. On the All Out card, Samoa Joe also 8 confidence points.
There we go. Next up for the TNT title, Luchasaurus defending against Darby Allin. Steve, who do you got?
So the TNT title changes hands a lot. I have Darby Allin winning it. Christian, the only thing that gives me pause is that Christian is doing such good work with that TNT title. But I got Darby Allin winning 4 confidence points.
I literally just had Darby here, and then I had a thought, so I changed it to Luchasaurus with 4. Because here's why.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all dependent if we see anything that advances the story in Collision, which we could not.
Right.
Nick Wayne. You know, if there's a segment on Collision that happens, because we're shooting this Thursday afternoon. Collision hasn't happened yet. Heck, this is going to be up before Collision airs.
Correct.
So if we have a segment on Collision, which builds some tension between Nick Wayne and Darby after what happened last week where AR Fox tries to apologize to Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne just blows him off and walks past him, and Darby's like, oh, I appreciate that, and shakes his hand. There could be something there. You got Christian, he can get involved. I got to take some chances if I'm going to make up any ground in our Big Blue Predictions Challenge. I'm going Luchasaurus. I have 4 right now. In the end, I probably won't have that many, but that's what I got.
I don't even think that's that big of a risk. I'll be honest. I kind of feel like the history that like Christian is doing such good work right now that like I kind of feel like my pick is a bad pick. But you know, I go by the history of the TNT title. It changes hands all the time.
It does.
And maybe they'll do some like Darby Sting stuff for Sting's last few matches. I think that's a possibility. So yeah, I got Darby with 4, but I don't know. That might change coming down closer. Maybe not. I don't know. The next match.
Miro taking on Powerhouse Hobbs. I like your scenario of, I know. I like your scenario where it's a draw. Like it's a physical bout, destructive. It looks like, you know, there was some sort of catastrophe in the ringside area after this match just because it's so physical and violent and they're just beating the hell out of each other so much.
A big crater in the ring.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that'd be something else. And they effectively fight to a draw because there's some cool spot where they go through the barricade. Although it's guardrails in AEW. It's not like the thick barricade like in AEW, so it's not, or in WB, so it's not the same visual, but something. Like one of them goes through the ring, or they both go through the ring, or something like that. You know?
Yeah, gotcha.
That would be awesome. And it's a double count out, a draw. The ref calls the match off because it's just been too much, too violent, too physical.
Yeah.
So right now I got a draw with 1 confidence point. If I had to pick a winner, I guess I would lean Miro.
I think that Hobbs has had the upper hand through most of this.
Yeah, because he's got QTV with him still. Yeah.
Yeah, but a draw is actually a really good pick here. In any event, I got 1 confidence point on this. Right now, I've got Miro just to have a winner. But yeah, I feel like, you know, if Miro wins, maybe because QTV gets involved somehow, that might be a likely scenario, but Miro's not happy with that. He sees like, you know, aligning with Hobbs is probably like a cool thing to do, and then they get on the same page. But like, I don't see Miro taking losses right now. So I got Miro with 1 confidence point.
Next up, Kenny Omega taking on Takeshita. Who do you got, Steve?
I have 6 confidence points on Kenny by God Omega. Takeshita obviously got that roll-up win at All In. That sort of served to motivate this match as well. And I think Kenny's going to get the win. Although it wouldn't shock me to see Kenny put over Konosuke Takeshita. Don't think it's going to happen, though. 6 on Kenny Omega.
No, Kenny already put over Takeshita with that roll-up pin at All In. Kenny's totally winning this. I got Kenny with 9. I'll probably change that, though, for the final picks. But, yeah, Kenny's totally winning this.
There you go. There you go.
Next up, Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold, taking on the team of the Young Bucks and FTR. You got the Young Bucks and FTR. They barely get along at this juncture.
True.
Bang Bang Gang, hottest thing on Collision. Hottest thing in AEW right now, maybe.
Super hot.
Super over. You can tell the 4 of them are having so much fun doing the Bullet Club Gold thing. Absolutely. And it's infectious.
It is.
Right now, Bang Bang Gang is one of the reasons to tune into Collision, at least for me personally.
Absolutely.
I got Bullet Club Gold going over with 5 confidence points because I feel like the Young Bucks and FTR are not going to be able to coexist. There's still tension there after what happened at All In. It's going to come to a head, and Bang Bang Gang are going to take advantage.
I've got 7 confidence points on Bullet Club Gold to lose this match against FTR and the Young Bucks. I feel like, we got a decisive winner there at All Out. Still the Young Bucks, they need to get a win of some sort. So teaming with the other best tag team on the planet, FTR, will get them this win. I'll probably be wrong about that because you're right. Bullet Club Gold is hot action right now. They just picked up that win, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they won it All In.
Who'd they fight?
Golden Elite.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They got that win there. They don't need this win here. Juice Robinson or Austin Gunn will pick up the pin here.
No way, man.
Eat the pin.
Cash Wheeler's getting pinned.
Did he eat the pin?
No, Cash Wheeler's eating the pin. He just got the pin at all, and he's eating the pin here. Next up for the TBS Championship, champion Chris Statlander defending against Ruby Soho. Steve, who do you got?
I got 2 confidence points, and I gotta go on a limb here. Ruby Soho picks up the win.
Interesting.
Because just the story of Saraya having one title and Ruby having the other title and Toni Storm not having any titles, I think it'd be wildly fun. I think Ruby finally picking up a title because she hasn't won a title in AEW.
I don't believe so, no.
I think Chris Statlander's probably going to win this, but at some point, if I'm going to advance in our predictions challenge, like you've said in the past, I got to go out on a limb. 2 confidence points for Ruby Soho. I hope she wins because I think it'll be a better story.
I could see that. I have 6 confidence points on Ruby Soho to lose this match. I got Statlander with 6. I don't see her losing this TBS title anytime soon.
I like that. I like that we got some differences in what we're doing here. I like it.
We got to make up any ground. We got to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting that for this show, they kind of took a bit of a detour from the story that Statlander was doing with Mercedes Martinez and Diamante and Willow over on Collision for the last, month.
Yeah.
And they abruptly changed course to have this match with Ruby without really finishing that story out. So I don't know. I feel like Statlander's it seems like a pretty near certainty she's going to win. I got 6.
The fact that they did take that left turn, though, kind of indicates to me that Ruby's got a good shot here because Tony Khan, he'll just drop stories.
That's true.
He'll just drop. He's like, I'm going to do this right here. We'll drop this story. It doesn't matter.
Story. And I guess, without a Punk match on the card, without Punk or Starks, got to think the main event's going to be Orange Cassidy defending the International Championship against Jon Moxley. Don't know who else it's going to be. Steve, who do you got?
Unless they have Punk come in for the strap match with Steamboat. I think they're sort of leaving that open for him, given the investigation.
And on the media call that Tony Khan did before All Out, it seems to indicate that I think he said, I'll paraphrase, by Sunday he'll have an answer about whether Punk's going to be on the card or not.
Okay. He'll probably be on the card. But, until we know, we're not going to know.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy is going to beat Jon Moxley. I've got 5 confidence points on this. I think Jon Moxley, he wins a lot, although they did lose it All Out. Or All In, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's sort of like match placement also kind of depends. Like, I got to get my answer in before, like, for the purposes of this, I think Orange Cassidy beating Jon Moxley as that final level boss with his international title reign is probably going to be the thing. I think Jon Moxley would be totally fine losing to Orange Cassidy. I got 5 confidence points on right now. I'll probably change my answer by the time we have to get our form in, though.
So, match placement is everything for this match, and unfortunately, we probably won't know whether Punk's going to be on the card or not leading into our actual Big Blue Week of Champions predictions, where we have to close the form. Probably.
Correct. Yeah.
If this is the main event, I feel pretty good about Orange's chances.
Absolutely.
If it's not, then Mox is probably going to win.
I agree.
So right now, walking into this, assuming this match will main event, I got Orange Cassidy with 2. If it opens the show, Mox is going over. If it's anywhere in the middle of the card, Mox is going over. If it main events, Orange is getting that win.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So we'll see if we have a better idea of where that's going to land heading closer into the show. What's the deadline for our predictions challenge?
So for the form leading into Payback, it'll be 3:30 p.m. Saturday, and I'll talk to Cody about reopening it. People can make adjustments after Collision.
Okay,
on Saturday night.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good. Well, you guys can join us for Payback and All Out. This weekend, we'll be streaming on both platforms, YouTube and Twitch, so be sure to join us there. Also, you can join the Predictions Challenge, patreon.com/Steven Larson, or click join over at the YouTube podcast channel. That's youtube.com/Steven Larson. Click join over there to become a channel member, and you can participate in the Big Predictions Challenge. It's Week of Champions, so one of the big events is already in the books, so you don't have much of a chance to win Big Blue, but you can make a statement or you could win the individual event still, and we'll give you a shout out for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you around.
Goodbye.